Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know, you've all been waiting probably a week for this and it never came out. Well, here it is, episode 17 of the free-to-play series. Now today, we made some good progress. After a couple of weeks where we weren't able to play the account as much as we would have liked, it's very nice to have a week where we make so much progress. So what happened this week, guys? Well, firstly, we have finally 3-starred the speed mod mission, the challenges. Wow, I'm amazed. We're now going to be getting loads of those 5-dot speed mods, so we can start farming them now. And to tip things off, we also unlocked 7-star Palpatine. Now some of you may be going, hey GLURMIT, you've been doing this for like 2 months, how did you not have Palpatine done? Basically, I either had a habit of forgetting about Galactic War, like you shouldn't ever really do that, but it happens, or I would go, oh, this looks good, well this looks good, and I started buying other stuff that I didn't need, also known as ships. So, we finally got a 7-star Zeb, and I finally got around to doing the Palpatine event. It was a little bit harder than I anticipated, just because my Phoenix, I still haven't really finished gearing them and leveling them, so it took me a couple of tries. But, you know, it's not too bad, and the nice thing is, it's done now, guys. Palpatine is done, so he's ready for the Starkiller team as soon as we get Starkiller unlocked, which I'm going to assume is going to be about 2 to 3 months from now. I don't think it'll be too long, guys. Now, in terms of the requirements for Starkiller, we now have a decent Kyle Katarn. We also now have a decent Mara Jade. Mara Jade is almost 5-star, guys. Almost 5 stars. And Kyle Katarn is also almost 5 stars. So why is this important? Well, we are now level 71. And levels are taking a bit longer to progress. It's taking me, a few days each time to level up. And obviously, I did get stalled quite a lot with the time when I wasn't playing as much as I should have been. So we are a bit behind where we should be. But the important thing here is we are closing in on being able to farm Dash and being able to farm Talon. And the important thing we need to make sure we do is have Kyle Katarn and Mara Jade done, not necessarily as soon as we unlock those nodes, but around about the same time. Now that could be, a month after, or it could be a couple of weeks after, that's fine. But as long as we get them done soon, I'm not really too worried. Because guys, the important thing is it's going to take us at least 2 to 3 months to star up a non-accelerated character. Now that is for a hard node. Now for a non-hard node, so a Cantina node, it's probably going to take us about 1 to 2 months without refreshes. And with refreshes, which is what we're doing 2 to 3 a day. That then becomes a few weeks, so it's 3 to 4 weeks is my predicted outcome for getting Kyle Katarn done in total, and then also getting Talon done in the future and Dash done. So hopefully we can get these rolling quite quick. The other thing is, while we're starring up the later characters, we will be putting gear on the earlier ones. So I have actually started farming Mothma. I've got the node unlocked and I've finally beaten it. So we are now farming Mothma with our spare energy. So the way we're progressing right now is most of our energy goes into Vandal Chewie and Mara Jade. They're obviously the characters which get the most energy put into them, and energy we just get from the daily resets and the bonus energy. They actually go into Iden and Mothma at the moment, because I do want to build up an Iden team. We've spoken about this a lot. And in terms of the Iden team, we're making good progress there, guys. You'll see at the end of the video when I show my roster, you'll see that we're actually making quite good progress into the Imperial Trooper faction. And then Mothma. Now I don't want to get Mothma to 7 stars, but I do at least want to get them to 3 or 4 stars. Now the reason being, we are eventually going to Zeta them. This is quite down the line, guys, but we do want to be prepared. We want to Zeta them, and we want to take them to at least gear 11, so we have a Mothma team. Remember, if Mothma has both Zetas, she cannot be targeted by the enemies. So it means that we can get away with a low gear Mothma, with a decent Kyle Katarn, who, remember guys, he's going to be a relic, and yeah. It's going to be a great team for GAC. We all know what that can do. It wins me GACs in Kyber 1, so there's no way it won't win me GACs in the lower tiers as well. On the subject of talking about other teams for farming, I just want to talk a little bit about the characters we're farming in different stores. So we've now finished Galactic War, so all of our Galactic War energy is now going into ships. That's the only thing we're spending there. Our Cantina farm is still Stormtrooper. He is almost 7 stars. We are now also adding Stark to our guild store farm, guys, because we're going to use him in an Iden team, so we may as well gear him up, and he is eventually needed for Sith Eternal, so if we ever go down that route, he's already done. Now, after we finish Stormtrooper, we're going to be in Hoth Rebel Scout. That is crucial for our Mothma team, and then I'm actually going to do Hoth Rebel Soldier, so that we can do the Rolo mission. Yes, Cara Dune's better, but we can work around that and get them later on. Anyways, guys, enough talk about the account, and we're going to show you a little bit of TB now. Yes, this is my TB for the week. I have 2 6-star dark side characters. It didn't go very well, as we saw there. I can't even do the fleet missions. It's fine, we deploy, and a certain someone called Shark Plays, by the way, go check out his YouTube channel. They are literally carrying us this TB. We are at 10 stars now on the GLURMIT Fans Guild, and it's looking quite good going forward. Moving on to the final section of this video, and it's the one you all saw in the title. Yes, we finally got Palpatine to 7 stars. I did already say it, but I'll say it again. And yes, it took us a few tries. You saw there, we lost, we went out, we put a little bit more gear and some stuff on Chopper. And you know what? The funny thing is, I did this event this morning, and because I just did this before recording a video, I was like, we could actually do Palpatine today, so I thought, why not? So I started doing a battle, and you can see I actually misplay. I click the wrong button. I do the big hit on Palpatine, because the way it works, as soon as someone goes down to half health, the Royal Guards will taunt. And as long as they are taunting, Palpatine will then do his ability and he'll recover a load of health. And then you have to go through it all again and again and again. It's like an endless cycle. Now, I accidentally did the big hit. And that's the Dispel from Ezra. And unfortunately, we got extremely lucky. Because normally you want to save Chopper's Dispel and Ezra's Dispel. And you want to use them on the 2 Royal Guards. So the idea is you stun Palpatine, you Dispel on the 2 Royal Guards, and then you go back and you hit Palpatine again. But what I did was I accidentally used the Dispel on Palpatine, but then I got very lucky and he basicked. And because he basicked, he didn't ever go above half health, which meant that we actually ended up winning. Now, if this hadn't have happened, we would have most likely lost, and that would have been very sad. But do you know what? Sometimes the game goes in your favor, such as today. There you go, guys. We did lose the event a few times. I did warn you guys. It took us a few tries because I've actually been working more on my Smuggler faction than I have on my Phoenix. I think all of them are now Gear 7, with the exception of Hera, who I've just never really got around to doing. And in terms of levels, I think they're all about levels 60 to 68. And as their primary function for me now is unlocking Palpatine and unlocking Thrawn at 7 stars, I'm not really too worried about finishing the Phoenix team until I'm about level 80, which is when we'll be doing the Thrawn 7-star event. So until then, we're okay with having lower gears, and here you go, guys. Palpatine got destroyed by the Phoenix faction. You love to see it. We could have probably done this about 20 levels ago, but it's okay. We got it done. I guess it's better late than never. So yeah, this is how you beat the Palpatine event. I know someone asked me about it the other day, and honestly, it's just making sure Zeb's got decent potency and he keeps on stunning Palpatine. Don't do what I did. Ideally, you want to make sure you save the 2 Dispels, because otherwise you can get in the endless loop, but we got very lucky and we completed the event. I'd like to thank you all for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope you'll have a glurmin day.